Chapter 1. Discover in this section the 5 seconds that can transform your life. The 5-second rule was developed by Mel Robbins during a trying time. Her profession, finances, marriage, and self-worth were all in disarray. Mel Robbins struggled to get out of bed in the morning because she was so burdened by her problems. Then, in order to stop hitting her alarm snooze button, she developed the 5-second rule. When Mel Robbins continuously followed the rule, she realized it also had an impact on the rest of her life. Along with forcing her to get up early, this restriction has an effect on her finances, marriage, profession, and motherhood. Mel Robbins overcame financial difficulties to accumulate millions in her account and marital problems to commemorate 20 years of marriage. A 5-second decision can change your life and teach you how to adapt. This rule takes the place of the propensity to put off or overthink simple chores or decisions. Instead, encourages you to take action. The majority of our issues stem from our lack of self-confidence in our abilities to improve. The 5-second rule will inspire you to have confidence in your abilities and will assist you in improving in all facets of your life. Why then does this tool function in so many unique and efficient ways? The answer to this is that it awakens a dormant courage within of you that is just waiting for the right stimulus. It forces you to support your own opinions and value yourself. And on account of that, all transformation is feasible. The 5-second rule will teach you that all it takes is one choice to transform your current life into the one you desire. Robbins, Mel. Chapter 2. The 5-second rule was inspired by an on-screen rocket launch. The ability to do something difficult or terrifying shows courage. Get out of your comfort zone. Express your thoughts. Speak up. Hold fast to your convictions. Or just get out of bed occasionally. Mel Robbins had a serious drinking problem and was unemployed at the age of 41. She had problems with money and her marriage and woke up late. She frequently quarreled with her husband, and her kids frequently missed the bus, causing them to arrive at school late. Mel attributed their suffering to her spouse. Because it was simpler at the time, her husband's company also experienced serious financial issues. Mel Robbins was aware of everything she ought to be doing: exercise, look for work, and treat her husband with more kindness. Get up early, prepare breakfast for the children, and hurry them to the bus or just phone a friend and chat. But she was unable to muster the motivation to act. She didn't do anything but worry about what she needed to do, which wasn't helpful. It really made things more challenging, if anything. Because you dwell on the bad and let your mind talk you out of something, overthinking only makes things worse. One night, as she was ready to turn off the TV, she noticed an impending rocket launch on the screen. She then made the decision to rocket herself out of bed the following morning as soon as she heard the infamous 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As flames and fire covered the screen, the shuttle subsequently launched. Such as our rocket. That's it, indeed. All it took was that. She naturally had the need to launch herself. However, hearing that was the turning point, and listening to her intuition and acting on them really did change her life. Your prefrontal cortex lights up when you have a goal and get close to anything that can help you realize it, demonstrating the link between your brain and your natural tendency to take action. An illustration would be setting a goal to become healthy. If you stroll by your living room, nothing happens, but as soon as you pass a gym, you feel like working out. Mel was influenced by the rocket launch, and the following morning, despite feeling foolish, she overcame her thoughts, trusted her gut, and instead of hitting the snooze button, she counted as usual, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, before standing up. The 5-second rule was created. Chapter 3. The 5-second rule requires automatic response. Anytime you have the urge to take action toward a goal, you must count to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and physically move in order to overcome your brain's resistance. When you count backwards, your default mode of thinking changes, diverting your attention away from your justifications and toward thinking of fresh ways to proceed. Count to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and get moving if you are aware of something that can improve you. It is a fallacy that you must first be motivated before taking action. According to the 5-second rule, you can only influence your future to the extent that you push yourself. Every time the 5-second rule is applied, it is effective, but application is required. It is a tool, and if you stop using it, procrastination, doubt, and fear will return and keep you from completing the tasks at hand. If this occurs, simply navigate your way back to the rule and begin applying it once more. Your body goes through a change. This modification will give you the internal fortitude and assurance to realize that all the time spent waiting for a change was in vain whenever you apply the rule. Observe that counting higher is ineffective since your brain will be able to discourage you by the time you reach 1020 or 10,000. However, after 1, there is nowhere to go but forward, so you take action. The 5-second rule is effective because it deceives your mind into not overanalyzing situations, which eliminates any opportunity for justifications. Just do it, even though it sounds like the Nike slogan. They are distinct from one another in that you must just take action. They both encourage you to act without first pausing to consider. However, the 5-second rule is how you force yourself to do it. To fit your demands, you can choose to shorten or lengthen the time window. Your mind becomes accustomed to the shift as you repeatedly practice the 5-second rule and develops a habit of it. The 3 different ways you can apply the 5-second rule to alter your behavior so that you behave bravely every day and have control over your thoughts are as follows. Did you realize? 20% of U.S. men and women are chronic procrastinators, according to research by Dr. Joseph Ferrari, professor of psychology at the University of Chicago. Chapter 4. The courage we display on a daily basis has tremendous power. There are many tense, uncertain, and difficult situations in daily life that call for great courage to handle. But these little acts of bravery define you and transform your life, whether they involve standing up for your ideas, asking for a raise at work, or simply getting out of bed. Rosa Parks made her decision in a split second when she resisted giving up her seat on a bus to a white passenger. She decided at that same moment without giving it any thought or planning. In a similar vein, pushing yourself will transform you, not just the way things are, the law, or the civil rights movement. The fact that there is only one of you and that you will never have a second self gives you strength. The unfortunate truth is that we frequently forget that our inhibitions stem from fears of failure, rejection, or embarrassment. Consider this: what if I'm mistaken? And these worries are all just in your head? Typically, they are. So what if you do fail? Tell yourself, I did at least try. Even though not all of our dreams will come true, we still work hard to make them a reality. You must have the fortitude to keep trying if you want to succeed in life. Life is not a one-and-done type of situation. To get what you desire, you have to work hard, fail, then work even harder. Picasso produced more than 50,000 pieces of art, yet only 100 of them qualify as masterpieces. Unfortunately, a lot of us wait for approval from others before pursuing our goals or jobs, forgetting that action validates ideas. Chapter 5. Delaying action till you're in the mood. You'll put off doing something for a while. Contrary to popular belief, people don't always base their decisions on reasoning. Prior to thinking or acting, we feel. In order to avoid making a mistake, people begin to analyze the advantages and disadvantages of their options before making a choice based on how they feel. You must learn to keep your emotions and your actions separate in order to reach your maximum potential. While controlling your emotions may be difficult, you can still have control over your behavior. To inspire yourself to take the necessary action, apply the 5-second rule. Even if you don't feel like it, it's important to start applying this guideline. You can practice getting up in the morning, for instance, by taking the wake-up challenge. You only need to count the alarms. Take some time to plan and consider your goals for the day before you begin your day. According to the activation energy theory, it takes more energy to get out of bed than it does to work or exercise. The actions listed below can aid in creating a successful morning routine. Dispose of this snooze button and transfer your alarm to another room. Decide on a time that is 30 minutes sooner than normal. Open your eyes and start counting as soon as you hear the alarm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remove your cover-ups, get out of bed, and leave the room. The first step to taking control of your life is to complete this challenge. Someone who doesn't recognize your value will always exist. Keep yourself out of it. Chapter 6. Live a fitter life and improve your health. You must enhance your health, boost your productivity, and put a stop to procrastination when you apply the rule to your health and want to be more productive. You can't just think your way there. You must take the required action. You won't become healthy by thinking about becoming healthier. Even the mental workout of meditation requires your participation. There is no avoiding this. You need to do something. Will dieting, exercising, or doing yoga make you happier? Mel Robbins. They will, indeed. So they also. Stop worrying about how giving up that bottle of beer or that pork candy will make you feel. Only your actions matter. Admit that distractions are bad and that they interfere with your ability to produce before you can take control of them. Focus is the key to productivity, and in order to master focus, you also need to be able to control distractions and maintain moment-to-moment attention on the task at hand. Don't squander your day on things that are not important to you. Instead, concentrate on what is. The next step is to eliminate these interruptions. Even if it might not be simple, you must erase your social media accounts, turn off your phone, declutter, and look out for the benefits. The next step is to decide what you'll do in the morning. Make it a habit to rise when the alarm goes off. Without using the snooze button, count to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and get out of bed. Set off the alarm and proceed to the restroom. Clean up and consider how your day will go. Dress well and consume breakfast. Make a list of 1 to 3 things you must do and explain why they are important. 30 minutes before 7:30, schedule your day. Plan out what you're going to do with your leisure time. With the help of this regimen, you'll be able to concentrate on your tasks without getting tempted by phone, social media, or email distractions. The optimal time of day to concentrate on the subject at hand is the first 2 to 3 hours of the day. Utilize this morning routine and adjust it as needed to fit your lifestyle. Make it happen and increase your productivity. Chapter 7. Practice the 5-second rule to overcome procrastination. Rule: procrastination can be divided into 2 basic categories: constructive and detrimental. When you take a few days, weeks, or months to allow your thoughts wander in order to come up with more innovative ideas to improve your project, you are engaging in productive procrastination. So practicing productive procrastination while working on a creative project with an open deadline is a creative process. When you put off doing the work despite knowing full well that it would have a negative impact, you are engaging in destructive procrastination. People delay doing their task not because they don't want to, but rather to reduce or eliminate stress. It is more like a necessary break from the stress we are under, which may be brought on by financial difficulties, marital issues, or just life in general. Not out of pure laziness, but rather out of a combination of fear, excessive perfectionism, lack of energy, and lack of attention. Procrastination is a habit that many individuals find difficult to break. In order to fix this problem, you must first forgive yourself and stop criticizing your efforts. What would your future self do? You then ask yourself. They provide us with the motivation we require since they represent who we hope to be in the future. Start small, go after what you're avoiding, and then take a break. This is the rule. By continuing this cycle, you will eventually replace your poor habit of procrastination with a positive one. Chapter 8. To prevent mental health issues, put an end to fretting about things you cannot control. You must educate your mind to overcome your addiction to worrying and self-talk, get rid of anxiety from your life, and conquer any fears you may be experiencing if you want to be the happiest person you know. One of the biggest adjustments you can make for the better in your life is to stop worrying. Sometimes, love-related emotions also cause worry. You're happy that your husband or a friend recently purchased a new motorcycle. However, the following question that enters your mind is, but what if they have an accident with it? What if they are struck by a car instead? Worrying won't stop the inevitable because the majority of these things typically don't happen, and even if they do by mistake. Take 5 seconds to stop worrying and concentrate on the positives whenever you feel like your inner voice is being an adversary. Be thankful and try to see the good in every circumstance. In order to really appreciate life, you must learn to overcome fear. You won't enjoy the things you should be, and fear will make you miserable. You must develop an anchor thought if you want to overcome your fear. You can use the positive outcomes as your anchor idea. Consider the lovely places you will visit as you count backward from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, if you share Mel Robbins' phobia of flying. The set of events that will occur are the gorgeous individuals. Your mind will be diverted by this anchor concept, and the worry will be exchanged for lovely visions. When you have mental control, anything is possible. Chapter 9. The key to become the person of your dreams is to develop genuine confidence. You must have confidence to believe in your ability, ideas, and self. Anyone may develop their confidence. It's a skill, not a personality issue. Even though they speak frequently, some extroverts are still reluctant to put themselves or their ideas on display. Some introverts have confidence in their thoughts and abilities but struggle to blush when they're about to open up. Thus, the most reserved person you know might also be the most certain. You will feel more in charge of your life and more confident as a result of performing courageous acts more frequently. Sometimes we lose touch with who we really are, perhaps as a result of attempting to fit in or as a result of simply claiming to be content with our present circumstances, whether they be material, professional, or interpersonal. You lose confidence when you start to lose touch with who you really are. However, you develop your confidence when you take small, presumably untypical actions that enhance your feeling of self. You'll be pleased if you follow your passion and keep great relationships. Trusting your curiosity is the best strategy for discovering your passion. If you find yourself obsessing over anything or making it your new interest, research it, study up on it, enroll in classes, and create a strategy. Even if you have never done anything before, it doesn't matter. To move you closer to your passion, explore, gather momentum, strike up conversations with like-minded individuals, and create chances. It's crucial to keep in mind developing your interpersonal ties as you pursue your interest. You have no idea what healthy relationships can do for your happiness and sense of purpose. Speak up is a relationship improvement advice. Silence is the relationship killer. It is constantly the issue. Researchers refer to this as cognitive dissonance, the gap between what you honestly think in your heart and what you actually do in the time. This is caused by choosing not to express how you feel. Over time, the issues compound and have the potential to destroy your relationship. Learn to say everything that has to be stated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 By all means, say it. We frequently undervalue the importance of the little things, and closeness requires bravery. Conclusion. Your actions determine whether you succeed or fail in life. Whatever you want to be, you can be. Even though you sometimes fail, you shouldn't let that deter you from taking the necessary action. Don't let your anxieties consume you when you are faced with them. Tell them no and get on with your task. Have faith that you can overcome obstacles. That is the essence of courage. Being courageous enough to alter your circumstances is the only way to improve your life. In actuality, even though you may not be able to change the past, you may affect the future in just 5 seconds. If you take the 5-second rule seriously and put it to use in every aspect of your life, a lot of good things will happen in your life. Learn to take small chances. Give everything you do your all, and you'll see your dreams come true. Always pay attention to what your heart has to say. If you don't procrastinate, you can change your life and the lives of others around you. Do you desire employment? Do you wish to earn further degrees? Try it out. Avoid putting off any task. Adopt a mindset of immediate action. Remove all types of interruptions. Set job priorities and stay motivated to succeed in life. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 whenever you need to accomplish anything, then do it right away. You have everything you need. Revert to the 5-second rule if you see that you are getting inattentive or procrastinating. Take urgent action after counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then observe how things develop.